Good morning, everybody. So here's the reason that I posed that question to you guys yesterday about how early is too early. Right now it's 6:50 in the morning. I'm totally awake. I'm totally ready to start working because I normally get up at 4:15 every morning. Oh, there's that bug again from last night. He's still out and about. All right. So, but I know that Jen's still asleep right now, and she would totally not be cool with like somebody working next door right now, making a whole bunch of banging and stuff like that. But I would be. So that's why I ask you guys, because you guys can give me like a general consensus of what time is a good time. On a side note, it is terrible outside this morning. I got something on the lens. I am glad that it rained though, because that means that I don't have to fill up our pool at the new house. Oh hey, by the way, middle of December. Yeah. Ah yes, my mess. Here's where I left off yesterday. I've got that one board left to do in here, and then I've got to nail it all off. And then we've got to come in here, and I got to cut out these two right here. That's okay, no big deal. And I gotta cut out, there's 3 of them over here that I gotta cut out. And then we're good to go. I take that back. Still gotta cut out these 2 right here. Which are, they're not really that bad, but I wanna get rid of them. I'm just really hoping that, well, these are gonna be underneath the bed, so it's not gonna be too bad, but those boards are way wider than these are right here, and these have all been sanded already. So hopefully this room isn't as dark as the steps. Hopefully this one, cause it's a different room, so maybe when I use the big drum sander it'll take off more of the finish here, so it won't be as dark. I don't really want to stain them to match, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Jen's outside right now talking to the neighbors, trying to see is it too early to work? What do you guys think? They're all awake, but they're outside. I don't know if our neighbors over here are awake, or over there, or behind us for that matter. And it's a very loud house, pretty loud in here. All right, neighbors, it's 10 o'clock. Hope you guys are ready for this, because I'm getting ready to start making a lot of noise. This, my friends, is why I think our neighbors are gonna hate us. Look at how clean this floor is. Now we're just gonna dirty it all up again by stripping it down with a sander. More good news. I had to replace these boards because they did something funny here where they butted a groove up to a groove. Because this is a groove here and this is a groove, so there was a tongue going in there and a tongue going, oh, not even showing you guys. There was a tongue going in there and a tongue going in there. And that made it so that there was 2 grooves together here in the center of the door, and then when they nailed to it for the carpet strip, they just blew out both of those grooves. But that right there leads down to our dining room light switch. Hopefully the dining room light is somewhere in the middle of that room that I can see when I take out those boards over there, which I don't know, but we will see, and then maybe I can get a little wire from here to the light, which would be awesome. Then we wouldn't have to worry about anything, it'd be done. That was our biggest concern. And you guys know how much I love for you guys to do investigating, so we're gonna stick our heads down in that hole right there and see if I can see the dining room light, because I'd like to be able to get over to here to be able to get down to the switch for the dining room light, and then that would be awesome. So, and we're also gonna try to get this guy over to there, which shouldn't be too bad. We'll see. All right, you guys ready? Tell me if you see the dining room light. You guys see it? Anything? Oh, what's that? Is that the dining room light? I think it is. Is there a junction box in there? What in the world? Upon reviewing the video, that's the knob and tube knob, not a junction box. So that's good. So the dining room light's right about here, and I just got to get it over to there. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but maybe we can. You never know. Because I've got a box here. Maybe I can go, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to get stuff done before the sun goes down. I only got one more hole left to fill, and then we're home free. And remember how I was telling you guys yesterday about my system? And the system changed. Now it's a new system. Better, faster, stronger, harder, better. And then I'm gonna do the big sander. There was something, oh, I want to show you guys this thing, because it's totally cool and hip, and with it, and ducka 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 ducka. This is so that we don't have to have a table saw and a chop saw out here, this thing is a slide saw. Sorry, I know that was loud. A slide saw, right? And then you lock it in place here, right there, and then you move the fence to the side over here, and it's a, I can find where it goes. Boom, and then you put the thing in there, and it's a little table saw, and you go, ring, you run it through there. You see it's got a trigger here and the on-off switch there. Pretty awesome. Pretty fun if you don't want to bring like an entire setup with you out to the job site.
And this is what I've been working on. I've been sanding the edges of every room, and I'm running into this big problem where they painted the quarter round here like on the ground, and so when I try to sand it, it turns into like this weird goo, and I have to change my sanding pad like see, you can kind of see it's on there already, and I can't get it off, and I have to change my sanding pad like that amount. Like I have to keep changing it every few feet, and that's not good. So boo. And I've been trying to scrape it off, but it's just not working.
Well, today didn't go as well as we would have liked for it to have, because we think that maybe the finish that was on the floors before we started was some sort of other finish other than polyurethane, something that doesn't actually dry, because it kept gumming up all of the sandpapers that we're using. And my dad's like, no, that's not the way that it happens when you sand down polyurethane off floors. It just comes off. Like, you sand it off. It's not what happened with this stuff. It just gums up the drum sander, it gums up the palm sander, it gums up everything. So I think we have a system for sanding with the big drum sander. You kind of go real fast across the top to kind of just get the first layer off, and then you take it off layer by layer by layer. It's real slow, but it's working. The bad news is we have to rent the drum sander for another day, which I don't want to do, but has to be done. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.